The Lake Lure Dam, a prominent landmark in western North Carolina, faced a potential crisis on September 27, 2024. Heavy rainfall and rising water levels raised concerns about the dam's structural integrity, prompting immediate action from local authorities. The situation garnered significant attention as engineers closely monitored the dam's stability. As the day progressed, the situation appeared increasingly dire, leading to fears of a potential dam failure. Such an event could have had catastrophic consequences for downstream communities, putting lives and property at risk. The potential for widespread flooding and damage was a major concern for residents and officials alike. However, in a stroke of positive news, engineers determined later that evening that the immediate risk of dam failure had subsided. This came as a huge relief to everyone who had been anxiously watching the developments throughout the day. The dam had held, averting a potential disaster. Despite the good news, authorities urged continued caution. The dam's long-term stability still needed to be assessed, and repairs were likely necessary. The work was far from over, but for now the immediate danger had passed.
As the situation at Lake Lure Dam deteriorated, Rutherford County officials wasted no time in taking decisive action. Recognizing the potential danger posed by a dam failure, they issued mandatory evacuation orders for all residents living downstream. Emergency sirens blared throughout the affected areas, alerting residents to the imminent threat and urging them to evacuate immediately. First responders went door to door to ensure everyone was aware of the situation and had access to safe shelter. The evacuation process was hampered by flooding on Highway 64/74 at Lattimore Road, a major thoroughfare in the area. The flooded roadway made it impossible for some residents to evacuate, forcing them to shelter in place until alternative routes could be established. Rutherford County officials quickly requested assistance from the state of North Carolina. They needed high-clearance vehicles to navigate the flooded roads and help evacuate stranded residents. The request was met with swift action as state resources were deployed to aid in the evacuation efforts.
The evacuation order at Lake Lure Dam displaced numerous residents, forcing them to leave their homes and seek safety elsewhere. The experience was undoubtedly stressful and disruptive, as families grappled with the uncertainty of the situation and the potential loss of their belongings. To accommodate those displaced by the evacuation order, an emergency shelter was set up at RS Central High School. The shelter provided a safe haven for evacuees, offering them food, water, and a place to rest while they awaited news about their homes and the situation at the dam. Volunteers and community organizations rallied to support those affected by the crisis. They donated food, clothing, and other essential items to the shelter, ensuring that evacuees had access to basic necessities during their displacement. The incident served as a reminder of the importance of community preparedness and the need for clear communication channels during emergencies. Despite the stressful and uncertain circumstances, the residents of Lake Lure and the surrounding communities demonstrated remarkable resilience and a spirit of cooperation.
Rutherford County officials deserve commendation for their swift and decisive response to the Lake Lure Dam crisis. Upon receiving reports of the dam's deteriorating condition, they immediately recognized the potential for a catastrophic event and took immediate action to protect lives. The decision to issue mandatory evacuation orders was not taken lightly, but was essential to ensure the safety of residents living downstream from the dam. The deployment of first responders to go door to door, even in the face of rising floodwaters, demonstrated their commitment to reaching every resident and ensuring their safety. Recognizing the need for additional resources, Rutherford County officials did not hesitate to reach out to the state for assistance. Their request for high-clearance vehicles to navigate flooded roads proved crucial in evacuating stranded residents and ensuring everyone had access to safe shelter. The coordinated and proactive response from Rutherford County officials undoubtedly played a significant role in mitigating the potential for loss of life and minimizing the impact of the crisis on the community. Section 5. State and federal agencies on standby. While the immediate response to the Lake Lure Dam crisis fell under the jurisdiction of Rutherford County, the severity of the situation prompted a coordinated response from both state and federal agencies. These agencies stood ready to provide assistance and support should the need arise. The North Carolina Department of Public Safety played an active role in coordinating the deployment of resources to aid in the evacuation efforts. They also provided logistical support and helped disseminate critical information to the public, ensuring everyone was kept informed about the situation's developments. Governor Roy Cooper's office remained in close contact with Rutherford County officials, monitoring the situation and offering any necessary assistance from the state level. This included deploying swift water rescue teams and coordinating with federal agencies to ensure a comprehensive response. Furthermore, federal agencies such as the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA, were on standby, prepared to offer assistance with disaster relief and recovery efforts if the dam had failed. FEMA's expertise in handling large-scale emergencies would have been invaluable in the aftermath of a potential disaster.
Section 6. Dam Safety and Focus. The Lake Lure Dam incident served as a stark reminder of the critical importance of dam safety and the potential consequences when these structures are compromised. Dams play a vital role in water management, flood control, and power generation, but they also pose inherent risks that require constant vigilance and proactive maintenance. The incident prompted calls for a comprehensive review of dam safety regulations and protocols, both at the state and national levels. Experts emphasized the need for regular inspections, timely repairs, and the implementation of advanced monitoring systems to detect potential issues before they escalate into crises. Aging infrastructure is a growing concern across the United States, and dams are no exception. Many dams were constructed decades ago, and the passage of time can take a toll on their structural integrity. Regular inspections and maintenance are essential to identify and address potential weaknesses before they become major problems. The Lake Lure incident highlighted the importance of investing in infrastructure improvements and ensuring that dams are built and maintained to withstand the test of time and the increasing frequency of extreme weather events. The safety of downstream communities depends on it.
Section 7. The vital role of dams. Dams play a crucial role in modern society, providing a wide range of benefits that are essential for human well-being and economic development. They are often referred to as multi-purpose structures because they serve multiple purposes simultaneously. One of the most important functions of dams is water storage. Dams create reservoirs that capture and store water, ensuring a reliable supply for drinking, irrigation, and industrial use. This is particularly important in arid and semi-arid regions where water scarcity is a major concern. Dams also play a critical role in flood control. By regulating the flow of water downstream, dams help prevent devastating floods that can cause widespread damage and displacement. They act as buffers, absorbing excess rainfall and releasing it gradually to minimize the impact on downstream communities. Furthermore, dams are often used to generate hydroelectric power, a clean and renewable source of energy. Hydroelectric dams harness the energy of flowing water to generate electricity, reducing reliance on fossil fuels and contributing to a more sustainable future.
With the immediate threat to Lake Lure Dam averted, the focus now shifts to the long-term recovery and rebuilding process. This will involve a multifaceted approach that addresses both the physical infrastructure and the emotional well-being of the affected community. Engineers will conduct a thorough assessment of the dam's structural integrity to determine the extent of any damage and develop a plan for repairs. This will likely be a complex and time-consuming process, but it is essential to ensure the dam's long-term stability and prevent future incidents. The community will also need time to heal and rebuild. The emotional toll of such an event can be significant, and it is crucial to provide support services and resources to help residents cope with the experience. Counseling services, support groups, and other resources can help residents process the trauma and begin the healing process. The rebuilding process will take time, but with the support of local, state, and federal agencies, as well as the resilience and determination of its residents, the Lake Lure community will emerge stronger and more resilient than ever before.
The Lake Lure Dam crisis served as a wake-up call, not just for the residents of Western North Carolina, but for communities across the country. It highlighted the importance of investing in infrastructure, strengthening emergency preparedness measures, and fostering a culture of resilience. As we move forward, it is crucial to learn from this experience and take proactive steps to ensure a safer future for all. This includes prioritizing dam safety, investing in infrastructure improvements, and developing comprehensive emergency response plans. It also involves empowering communities to take an active role in their own safety and preparedness. By working together, we can create a more resilient and prepared society, capable of withstanding the challenges of the 21st century. The Lake Lure Dam crisis, while a challenging experience, has the potential to be a catalyst for positive change, leading to a safer and more resilient future for all.